Let's be honest, wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Welcome. Oh, see, I did it again. There we go.
Welcome.
Welcome to A Common Thread. I'm Sonia V.
And I'm Eva Iguaran. The the wins, the losses, and the curveballs in life. You know what? We're going to have to switch this up.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to have to switch this up.
The spongy thing just came off.
All kinds of fun. All kinds of
We're
fun.
having fun here tonight. All right. We're waiting for our guests to arrive. But in the meanwhile, we are going to check in with each other. How are you, Eva?
I'm doing, I will say, okay.
I'm doing okay.
Today's the first day of a 5-day
the
diet.
Of your life.
I'm doing a diet. I've
doing a diet?
never gone on a diet before. This is a sardine diet. Any of you heard of that?
Oh, I know. Eva and I were actually talking about it before we came on, and I was like, you know, it doesn't sound so bad, but maybe we could wrap it up in some lettuce.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna go to the supermarket after this and buy me some sardines, and I'm gonna start for the next 5 days.
Lots of omega-3, and it's supposed to do all kinds of healthy things. Come on in.
Come on in. Is that our guest?
Here she is.
Yes, there she is. She's
Come
right
take
here.
a seat. This is your seat right
Howdy,
here.
howdy, ma'am. Welcome.
How was your week, Sonia?
It was good. It was good. It was good. Like, we've had such a long week already. It's just Monday.
You know, just getting through the weekend sometimes.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're on our third series, of this series, the Bridging the Generation Gap. And we started with the silent generation. Then we did our baby boomers last week, and now we're doing Gen X. Woohoo, the best one.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yes, the best one. Y'all could argue we're the best one. I don't care what anybody says. Anyway, we have our amazing guest, Mrs. Tay, here with us. She has been, this is our third time, right?
Yeah.
Wow. See, like, now you got to be part of us.
So just saying, you can be a favorite.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
So we're so happy that you could join us this evening.
I'm glad you
So, Gen X, so for those that don't know too much about who Gen X is, because I watch a lot of stuff on like TikTok and whatnot, and it says like it's the generation that doesn't really like it's like the well, X is like unknown. That's what the X means, but it's also like you don't hear too much about us in the sense of like it seems like the baby boomers and the millennials kind of fight each other a lot, and we don't kind of like we're kind of like the middle child. We don't really say anything.
Supposedly, we're the forgotten or the sandwich
The
generation.
sandwich, sandwich.
But the best description to me is our feral childhood. So
our feral childhood. Like for real, that stuff that you see on TikTok is real.
yeah,
Like
we're not joking.
That's not like made up stuff. Like I remember like my mom, now mind you, we lived in New York City. Okay? As protective as my mother was, and like helicopter mom, she would allow us to go out all day. Like we would watch our cartoons, and then after that, we'd be gone all day. I mean, granted, it was like we were with a bunch of friends, but it didn't matter. We
we didn't have ways to call in
we
or
didn't
check
have
in.
phones. Or not even I didn't even have
I
that.
I didn't have a
10.
pager.
I didn't
or a
have one until I
beeper.
was a teenager. Like that was like when I was like 16. I mean, before then, I
didn't
didn't have
one
any of
those
that.
either.
And
I was really the forgotten one.
but all I remember is like we would go out. It was like probably 10 of us. We ranged from the ages probably 4 or 5 to about maybe 11, 12. And we just stuck together. And just be home before the street lights go on.
On
That
the
was
playground is
literally
where I spent most of my days.
Say that again?
So on the playground is where I spent
Oh,
most
the
of my
Fresh Prin-
days.
That's the Fresh Prince. If y'all don't know the reference.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing all, cooling all. Yeah, no, we
Fresh Prince of
just
Bel
take
Air.
off and don't come home until the street light's on.
Yeah. And if you get hurt, even I were talking about maybe put a Band-Aid
Hey,
on it.
hey, so we can hear your guest. Will you unmute her mic, please?
I did. Isn't she mic 3 or 5?
She should be 5, which is on like remember they're not in their like normal spots right now. Try 8.
Okay.
Say hello.
Hello.
And pull that mic closer to you, ma'am.
There we go.
Okay, she's still muted. I can't help you because I'm not in studio to look at the board. Just keep saying hi, Tay.
Hello. Hello.
I
Testing,
think
testing.
I think she's unmuted now, guys.
There we go. How about
Okay,
now?
now she's unmuted. Sorry,
There
folks.
she is.
Hopefully you can hear her.
Just pull that mic right up to you, okay, Tay?
There we go. How's that?
That's better. And you can point
Okay,
that upward
good.
too and just make it comfortable for yourself.
There we go. Good.
Okay.
All righty.
I think
So
we're-
Tiffany's along with us. She's also Gen X.
I'm kind of
And
in,
she's-
but I'll be in and out. I don't know how long I can stay on talking with you guys, but yes, I am proud to be Gen X.
What
Absolutely.
year were you born again?
73.
Oh, who? Same year. Oh, the
Same.
three of us.
That's right. Same.
When's your
Yeah,
birthday?
we're all the same age. Yep. May
May what?
29th.
May 12th.
June 11.
Oh, happy birthday to us soon.
That's
I
right.
know.
You're June 11th.
that.
Yeah, you're a fellow Gemini, and Tay is a Taurus.
All day.
Yes. I
So
feel
we're
that.
talking we're talking about the unsafe playground equipment earlier.
Oh,
and
was
our
that crazy?
and our favorite
it
was,
was.
getting our butt burned on the slides.
Yes.
The metal slides.
and it's hot outside. That was crazy.
But how
There was
deep
that,
you
and
have
then
to
what
be
was
outside?
this?
The merry-go-round.
Yes.
I
The one
remember.
that threw
The-
you
I
off.
mean, I
Oh,
I
you
can
get your
show
leg
the
the one
caught
on-
card.
under it.
The
I
one
was
that
literally
you
going to say the same thing. The one you pushed and then jumped onto.
yeah
Yeah,
you
literally.
pushed and jumped on and
Yeah,
hope
literally.
that you land correctly.
Yep.
And I got scars on my knees to prove it.
Yeah, I got scars in a lot of places on my legs. I was very careless.
That was a manual ride. Like you manned that ride the whole way through. When it slowed down,
Yeah.
you put your leg out and you started doing like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and the seesaw.
And the seesaw.
Do you remember that?
How about the frustration of not having another person to sit on the other end?
We're like just sitting there, and it was fun. You weren't scared.
Mhm.
At least I was never scared. And I think if you got on it, you weren't.
No, you weren't scared.
And then you would just sit there. Come on, somebody join me so we can go up and down. And you just
But
hope
here's-
that
but
the other
here's the thing.
person.
That's where you learned your patience. That's where you started developing patience. You started waiting, like, okay, I'm just waiting. Somebody's gonna come. Somebody's gonna come. There they are, and then you're happy. And you learn patience. It's one of your first lessons to wait.
And it helps you come out of your shell.
Yeah.
Because then, like, even if you didn't know anybody, you were kind of like, somebody?
Yep.
Anybody? Like, it's like Bueller. Remember Bueller?
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Bueller.
Definitely, Jen.
Yeah, man. Those were the days.
You know what I love about Gen X when I hear or have these conversations? One of the things I realize is we are the generation most likely to survive the zombie apocalypse.
That's a crazy thing to say, but it's true.
It's true. We have survival skills.
Well, because
that
we
nobody
watched
uses
because we
anymore.
watched MacGyver.
Absolutely. Tom Selleck, Magnum PI. We watched all the things that taught us how to survive in the least likely survivable situations. But we're likely to survive a zombie apocalypse.
We know what to do with a sandwich tie.
We do. We absolutely do.
Well, here it says key characteristics and traits. So kind of like to piggyback Tay off of what you just said. Independent and self-reliant.
Yeah.
Often latchkey kids who grew up with little supervision, fostering self-sufficiency. So true.
Yeah.
It's funny because my son, he's Gen Z. I'm just going to say that. So I love him to pieces. He's my heart. But man, he'll say things like, so what do I do? I don't know. Figure it out. Because that's what I did. And guess what? Sometimes I figured it out and I did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And I learned from it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got punished for it or whatever, got in trouble.
But you figured it out.
But I figured it out. And trust and believe I didn't do it again that way.
Yep. And I love that it talks about us having little supervision. It's like your parents instilled the fear of God. And you knew that you follow the rules, even if they weren't present, if you wanted to live. Like if you wanted to live. And so you could be left alone. You could be by yourself. You knew you don't answer the door. You don't answer the phone. You don't cook anything on the real stove. You eat sandwiches. You eat chips. You make a way, but you followed the rules and you got things done. You did your homework. You finished the laundry. Whatever your chores were, you did them. Not because you were terrified, but because you knew how. You knew exactly what was expected of you. I feel like in our generation, things were so much clearer. We knew exactly what to do. Where now, even now, I'm a nana mom, so I'm raising kids whose generation, I have no idea what they are. I have no idea what generation they're in. But all I know about this generation is everything is technology. Everything is feelings. And they're big. Big feelings. Big feelings. For us, it was, I feel this, suck it up. You're like,
or I'll give you something to cry about.
Suck it up. And so we did. We figured out what to do with our feelings. We figured out how to make a way. We figured out how to survive what others might assume in this particular generation is unsurvivable. And again, we're the most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse. Literally.
Now, do you agree with this part? It says skeptical and pragmatic, known for having a cynical outlook shaped by uncertainty and economic downturns. Do y'all agree with that?
So in other words, constant survival in survival mode. Yeah, sounds about right. We existed in survival mode. Yeah.
Kind of more like realistic.
Yeah.
I think you can say that we're just realistic.
Yeah.
And some people might look at that as, oh, you're not what's the word that you're negative or
Pessimistic.
but you're
Mhm.
not.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a positive side to being realistic. I mean, you can see the positive, but then you're also realistic of what the outcome possibly could be, either good or bad, right? Like, so I don't think that would make us pessimistic.
I think pessimism comes more with the negative outlook. With us, it wasn't necessarily negative. It was realistic. It was, we understood that you could have a 50-50 shot at great results or disastrous ones. So it wasn't with negativity. It wasn't that we were like, oh God, this is going to be negative. No, that's more pessimistic. More, this is just going to turn out bad. We actually fared in the middle where we were comfortable with, we've got a 50-50 shot here. Let's take it.
Let's take
Well,
the risk.
and that attitude probably comes from being raised by parents
Mhm.
who did experience different wars.
Yeah.
And, or remembered what some of the things that were like maybe their parents from the depressions that
Yeah.
passed that down, and it just trickled down to us.
Or the survival, or the different things that happened in society, the
Mhm.
societal issues like civil rights,
Mhm.
understanding the big shifts, socialism, feminism. They went through some of the things that we could never even fathom. And because of those things, they taught those survival skills to us. Like, we're waiting on the next war, guys. And so we were war ready. Those parents taught us to be shift ready. They taught us how to pivot.
I like that word, pivot. They taught us how to pivot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was thinking like the one thing that was so latchkey kids, right? So we were the first generation that both parents had to work outside of the home.
Yeah.
And because prior to that, baby boomers, you might have had a woman here and there working. I mean, I'm not saying that it wasn't, but it just wasn't a commonplace, right? It was more like, especially maybe more so if you were like a single parent, which back then that wasn't a whole lot because there wasn't a whole lot of divorce because you kind of like the attitude was you stick it out with your marriage. You don't divorce for under any circumstances. There's no divorce, which includes a lot of, it could be abuse and other things that you kind of just endure it, right? So we were the first generation that both parents had to work. So we had to figure things out. And, I know, like, I remember my mom and dad, they worked nights. I mean, my mom worked nights, and there was a time that my dad worked days. And there was like a 2-hour window
Mhm.
between like when she picked us up from school until my dad got there. Some days we were with family, but some days we were alone. And don't open the door to strangers. We ate cereal or
I
sandwiches
was gonna
or
say
chips or whatever.
Fruit Loops,
Fruit
chips,
Loops,
chips in the bread.
Golden Graham.
piece of fruit, a cheese and mayo sandwich with chips in it.
Bologna. Chips.
I had a friend
Orange.
who would get really creative, even with the cheese, the fake cheese slices, and she would pull them out like they were some amazing snack and fold them into little squares and then just eat them ever so delicate. She made up a name. This was her hero snack.
For heroes.
So I don't know what where she pulled this out from, but it was also probably just maybe being the only child, but also what is there to eat and how can I be happy with this little thing that I that I have? But yeah, she was surviving on those
And lots of ramen.
cheese singles.
Ramen.
Oh my gosh, lots of
We would eat matzo bread with butter.
Matzo bread with butter.
Sonia, do you remember matzo
Yes.
bread? I mean, it's probably a little more known on the East Coast. Or we'd walk to the one delicatessen that was our favorite to get a knish.
Yes, I remember those.
Oh, I love it. I love a good knish. Love a good knish. But matzo bread, for people who don't know, it's a big, flat, unleavened bread that's basically a cracker. But it's kosher, typically kosher. Salted, it's really, really good with butter. We could just go through like a half of they came in the big square sheets.
I bet they're on
Is that
sale
how
right
you
now. I'm gonna
remember
go to
them?
Kroger and get me some.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, those were so good. They were so
Well,
Maybe
good.
we can eat those with our sardines.
Hey, we could. Well, I don't know. That would kind of be breaking
I know
the fast.
the
a
whole
little bit.
reason.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I mean, people, everyone that's listening right now, this was like all stuff, the stuff that you see on YouTube. Like, if you were born in the 70s, and then it's and you grew up in the 80s, like
Oh,
all the
yeah.
stuff in there is true. None of it's fake. All of it's true.
Oh boy.
And so the next one is work-life balance focused. Prioritize personal life and family over corporate loyalty. That is very true.
That is very true.
That is very true.
Very, very true.
Because years ago, you would stay with the same company for 50 years,
Literally.
your whole life.
Yep.
So loyalty was to your company, and family came second. Now it's like, but I like but also I think companies have shifted, right? Like
Mhm.
there's been a shift in like, okay, well now since that's happening, we're gonna allow people to have work-life balance, and some companies allow you to work from home partly, like a hybrid kind of situation if you're able to. But there is definitely more of a work-life balance now than there used to be. Well,
I think COVID taught us that.
yeah.
I think COVID really was a milestone, a monumental shift in the way that we engage, especially in spaces like work. You realize that what you thought you had to be present for can actually be done from home. And because of that, and you could do it with just as much productivity. It didn't impact the productivity. And so I think now we're seeing that great shift where we're pivoting back to family focus, where we're saying that our emotional and mental health is of grave importance now that we're globally experienced in this space where everybody has a trauma badge now.
Mhm. Yeah. Feelings are definitely a lot bigger than when we were younger.
For sure.
Back then it was like, children were seen but not heard. It was still
Literally.
that was still the attitude when we were growing up.
Literally.
So yeah, and the transition to smartphones, right, and AI, all that stuff. It says we're the only generation that to fully experience the rotary phone, cassette tapes, fax machines. And I was just thinking back to computer, like the first time I went down into the dungeon of the school and sat at a computer, this big Apple screen computer,
Yeah.
and felt absolutely like a fish out of water. And what is this? And I had friends, I would say around the 6th grade, that she had a computer in her home. So I think they were the blessed who actually had it in their home. We didn't have it in the home, and just never really to this day, I would rather throw a computer and see how far. And, I've never really, even typing, never liked typing. I mean, I think at the beginning I liked the thought of it. I thought it was kind of cool. But no, I've never really been into, I guess I would say, this technology and computers. Even though we've had to adapt, right? Our generation has had to, okay, we weren't born with it.
But the blessing in that is that we know what it was like before all of it, but then we were young enough to adapt.
I think that we exist in both spaces.
Mhm.
We were here before the computer. We knew life when it was simple. When you did play outside all day, when you stayed until the lights came on and then bolted home to make sure you got there before the last one was on, and absolute dark covered you. But I remember when computers were introduced to our system. I loved them. I would walk to the library just to use it. I wanted to explore everything that it had to offer. I wanted to know everything about it. And which is interesting because there is that, even in our generation, there are those two sects that are like, I'm totally not dealing with a computer. And then the group of us that were like, yes. And so AI is not threatening. It's not scary. It's something that we now see like we did the emergence of computers. Give it to me. I want everything. I want to know it all. And so you see people my age that have completely embraced AI to the extent that they're teaching it to others in our generation. Like, I got this skill. Let me show you. And then they're the ones that are like,
I actually appreciate AI, which is very interesting since I would like to throw my computer, but I actually really do. I have seen some great things come from it. Yeah.
Some leaps, some
Mhm.
definite leaps.
You know, I was watching, or was it reading? I don't know if I was reading something or watching something, but it said even within Gen X, there's like the early part of Gen X, right? From like 1965 to like 1970. They're like the older child in Gen X, right? So they kind of remember more what it was like for like the baby boomer kind of thing.
Mhm.
So like I forgot the
65,
I
70.
forgot
Yep.
like the bullet points for it. And then like from 1971 to 1975 or 6 was like the middle child, like
I'm the
us.
Yeah,
middle
that's us.
child,
That's us.
76.
Yeah, so we kind of like we were kind of know both of the worlds, right? And then the younger ones, which my sister's in because she's 1977, um, they experienced maybe something a little bit slightly, and we're 4 years apart, so like a little bit different, right? So I even thought that that was interesting because I haven't thought about even like, but I think that happens probably with a lot of generations, but it's just interesting. But there was so much change during that time frame, so that's what makes it so unique, right? Yeah. Let's see. What's the you got
I think
anything?
a little bit about it too, from my perspective, growing up in two different worlds. We grew up in the suburbs at first, and then my stepdad passed away, and my mom became a single mom, and we got thrust into the heart of the urban community,
Mm,
and it was so different. I remember being outside all day, but having to be extremely cautious.
mm,
We fought, like you fought.
mhm.
You got into fist fights with kids, you know, and weeks later when you saw that same kid, it was like, so we're going to get popsicles or what? And they were genuinely your friend.
Mm.
That fight didn't change. It established you. It gave you your street cred. It's solidified your respect. And you're like, huh, wow. and you lived, and you were safe still. It didn't create these gaping grudges and places of contention with each other. It was part of life.
Well, you learned how to fight in person,
Yeah.
not behind a screen,
Yep.
hiding, because anybody could say a whole lot of
Weapons.
hurtful words behind their phone.
My kids can hardly believe the stories I tell them because I'm like, this kid, he said something rude and ugly on the school bus. I punched him. He punched me back. It was really ugly. The school bus driver slammed on the brakes, turned the bus around, took us back to the school where we both got punished. I got suspended off the school bus. My parents were not happy. They had to drive me to school, and it was a good ways. But they're like, "What?" So yeah, this happened in real person,
Real time.
real
Well, you know,
time,
so
and
so
not behind the screen.
no, like so there was a story. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Like to this day, I can't believe these boys did this. So I liked this boy, right? I remember his name. His name was Chris.
This is already good.
So like, you know how you used to pass notes in class?
Yes.
Okay. So somehow he what's the word? He
Intercepted.
intercepted it.
Uh-huh.
And I guess he didn't like that I liked him.
Mm.
So after school, one of them decided to grab my arms behind my back. And one put his hands on my eyes, and the boy that I liked, trust and believe I didn't like him anymore after this. Oh, I have to tell the story when we come back. I can't leave a cliffhanger. That's our music. We'll
But
see
it's
you
a
in 2
great
minutes.
cliffhanger.
Bye.
Oh, it's a great.
I think I made it.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Welcome back to A Common Thread. I'm Sonia V.
I'm Eva Iguaran.
NTX Radio proudly serves all of North Texas and can be heard all over the world on the TuneIn Radio Network and on the NTX Radio app available on Android and Apple CarPlay, or just ask Alexa to play NTX Radio. Check out our lineup and more at ntxradio.com. We thank our valued sponsors in helping us amplify the voices of North Texas communities and businesses. So, protect your family with the Will of Trust. Connect with Todd Hurd and Associates, attorneys at law for all your civil law needs at texasattorneylaw.com. Processing credit cards? Join the Swipe Nation today and save on processing fees at swipenationusa.com. Locally owned and operated and will beat any rates. Got sleeves? Dress your arms and more at thetiffy.com for women's accessories and more made in the USA. And it's time to take your business to the next level. Hosting a radio show and podcast is a powerful way to connect with a wider audience, build brand awareness, and drive sales. Let's discuss your business goals and how a custom show can help you achieve them. Email Tiffany at t.hurd@ntxradio.com to get amplified. Well, so go back to my story. So one boy was holding me, my arms behind my back. The other one was holding me, putting his hands on, and the other one was speaking to me, the one I liked. Well, of course, I wasn't going to give them an opportunity for too long to hold me hostage.
Mm-hmm.
So I kicked him where it hurts really hard, like, because my mom taught me that.
Survival.
With a boy, just kick them where it hurts. So that's what I did.
That still works today, by the way.
And it still works today. So that I kicked from behind. And so I was like, kind of like a mule or a horse, like that kind of kick, like really hard.
Oh.
And then I ran.
Oh, you left an impression.
I did. Trust and believe they didn't do that anymore. So that's my story. And I'm sticking to it.
And just for everyone listening, don't mess with Sonia.
Don't mess
I
with
picked up on that.
Don't mess with
Donkey kick from New York.
Yeah, donkey kick from New York. Oh, that was a funny story. And there wasn't, I don't know if kids do this anymore, but like for Halloween back in the day, we used to do like eggs and shaving cream. I don't know. They do that here?
Do what?
Like
eggs and shaving cream? I need to hear more.
Okay, so we used to like during when you got older, you used to throw eggs at each other and shave cream each other. Y'all didn't do that?
Oh, I'm
that
stuck on
been
toilet paper
toilet
teepees.
toilet papering the trees.
Yeah, we TP'd your house.
So like I remember there were these girls that, I was probably about 14 or 15 and there was a few of us hanging out and then these girls didn't like us for whatever reason. So we started throwing eggs at them.
A lot of that.
And I went to the 7-Eleven and bought like an extra dozen.
How about see we didn't have I mean we could do the prank calls. So I did the prank calls whenever, we would go hang out at somebody's house or somebody would come over. We'd be like, what do we do? We're going to do some prank calling.
How about the chat lines?
Oh, wow. Those were funny. Yeah.
Those were really hilarious.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we weren't allowed to do a lot. we lived in a very, very strict house. And then when my dad passed away I was 16, we got like this surge of freedom I don't think any of us could navigate. And we got introduced to chat lines. Just dial the number. You don't have to be seen. Nobody has to know who you are. And you could pretend to be 21. So we would call the chat lines and just talk to people. My God, now.
Like, what were you
You'd
doing?
be pulling the phone out of the wall in your kid's room. Like, oh my God, who are you talking to? But for us, it was safe. It was fun. You talk to people, you talk to strangers from all over the place, but you never got that sense that you were in danger. Now, if our kids were to do that, I would lose my mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's so funny.
But it was so fun.
We did so many things. So you said you wanted to kind of, after my story, you wanted to talk
Oh,
about
well,
something?
just some of the slang that we would use.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because now, the kids have, you have to study to even know what they're
Yes.
saying. But one of my favorites was whatever.
Oh, yes.
Whatever.
Whatever. And it was the real answer. And people understood it depending on the context, the inflection, the pace, the cadence, whatever. Or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever.
And you have to do the W.
And you have to do the W.
like this. And that was
Or the
my-
L for loser.
Loser.
Gag me with a spoon.
Well, there was whatever. There was gnarly, which I didn't really use that word, but
Or did
that
I?
apparently. Oh, as if.
Yeah, for sure. Clueless.
As if.
No, like, duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Bogus.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Take a
And
chill. Take a chill
Take
pill.
a chill pill. Bring it down 1,000. Like, bring it down.
Let's see. Take a chill pill. Radical.
Yes.
Psych.
That was one of my favorites.
Psych.
I used to do psych a lot. Psych.
You owe me a Coke.
Yes.
Tubular, which is, I know I didn't really use that, but I know there were people that did.
That's probably coming out of California.
Tubular.
Along with the gag me with the rusted spoon.
And like everything.
Like
everything.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Whack.
We use dope, fresh, whack. We use
Yeah.
when you were being unkind and you wanted to say something especially ugly, you'd say, she's a skank.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Or there's a skeezer. I was like, well, we weren't very nice, were we?
I don't know. Did cool come out of that time period? Because my go-to word is cool.
I feel like
Cool.
was long-standing.
Maybe.
That's always been like, I think kids even say
Cool.
it now though.
Or here's my favorite. My bad.
My
Mhm.
bad.
My bad.
My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
My favorite word though was dope. I used to say dope a lot and fresh.
My
Well-
favorite thing was talk to the hand.
I'll talk to
Talk to the hand.
Too legit.
too legit to quit.
Hey!
Too legit. Too legit. We're gonna say
moving right into music.
Oh, for sure.
best music.
We have the
ever.
best music.
I don't care what y'all
80s
say.
rock.
You can say whatever you want.
The emergence of hip hop.
Hip hop.
Music between the 70s and the 90s was
Yes.
the best music ever of all time.
Everybody
Yes,
knows a
70s,
song from
90s.
the
Well, the
80s.
greatest of them all
Oh,
came out during that
yes.
time, which was Michael Jackson. So y'all can't even tell me that can't be the best era because it is.
Whitney Houston. Come on. She's in that same
Whitney
room.
Houston,
Madonna.
Prince.
Oh,
Come
Prince,
on,
Madonna.
all the greats came out of that generation.
and who didn't know Wilson Phillips? Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on for one.
More
Yeah.
day.
I'm not about to sing, so
Yes,
I'll let
we
y'all.
are. We're
I'll
gonna
let, I'll let
sing.
y'all sing.
We're gonna sing.
Not that song, at least.
Everybody knew Hold On because everybody in that generation, it like encompassed what you were going through. You were holding on, and you didn't even realize it.
My
Sometimes.
friend Rachel Zaya sang that song at the talent show. And I was
Did she do it well?
so good.
Oh my god!
So good.
So I wasn't a
And you just have to know, like, come on. Even if you just talk the lyrics, I think they embody Gen X.
Mm-hmm.
Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Till then, baby.
Are you gonna let them hold you down and make you cry?
Don't you know?
Don't you
Don't you know?
Things will change.
Things will go your way.
if you hold on for one more day. If you
just
hold on for one more day. Things will go your way.
That's right.
Hold on,
Hold on for one more day.
Yes.
There you go.
Come
You got-
on, we
you
did
got
that.
it live.
Yes, we did that.
I was in a talent show. So
Oh, who was it?
we're gonna talk about music, but also clothing. So I was in this talent show. It was myself and 3 other friends and a boy that we had an absolute crush on. And we did the song from Footloose, which was very iconic, right?
Yes.
Let's hear it for the boy.
Yes.
So we did that
Denise,
song,
yes.
and he was break dancing, and then we did our own, like, we choreographed our
Hey.
own routine, which came out
Absolutely.
actually pretty good. And we wore those neon shirts. Like one of us had like a green one, a yellow, pink, orange. Oh, and then we had like these skirts with the huge belts.
Oh
Those-
yes,
those
yeah.
belts
for
that hung.
sure. With your shirt tucked just in a little bit in the front and then hanging out the back.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was so much fun.
Hypercolor.
Yes. Cross
Yeah.
color.
Yeah. I remember like when I got a little older, so it was like probably late, I guess it was like late 80s, early 90s when the whole like ripped jeans,
Yep.
the jeans hanging, and you wore like the bandanas, and I had really big hair, so like my hair, I wish I could show a picture of y'all.
Dyeing your jeans, stonewashed
Yes.
jeans,
All of that. Yeah.
Cutting your shirts.
cutting your shirts,
All that. I
Tying
mean,
knots in the side.
MC Hammer pants,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
parachute pants before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dyeing your hair with Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying. So we thought of all kinds of stuff back then.
What is so cool is that a lot of the things that we see returning, some of the styles and culture are totally ours. Totally ours. People want to, oh, you did create that. We did that forever ago. Forever ago.
But back then, like when we were little, though, the big thing was to dress up like 50s and 60s, right?
Yep.
Now
70s.
everybody wants to like dress up like the 80s,
80s
and
and
90s.
90s.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah. For my 50th birthday, I loved Madonna. Like she was my, like, I loved her. And so I dressed up like Material Girl
Yes.
dress, pink fuchsia dress. Remember, well, Eva was there.
Yes.
And I was just like, I'm going to be Madonna without the blonde hair. I kept
You
it.
didn't
And I
fully
was into
commit.
the Cyndi Lauper. I was like,
You were into Cyndi Lauper.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
could see that.
I just
could see
loved
your
her. I
Cyndi
loved her
Lauper.
crazy, edgy.
Yes.
Okay, we have to
Style.
sing the song.
Which one?
Girls just want to have fun. We
Yeah.
can't like have this and not sing
Oh,
the
I
song.
had True Colors in my head.
Oh, True Colors. That's a good one
Yeah,
too.
that's a good one too.
I
Okay,
had True
so
Colours.
who wants to start? Not me.
Which one are we singing?
Girls just want to have fun.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
Let's
what
see,
are the?
let me see if I can remember the
Hold
words.
on a minute. Let's get the word. I know the words, but I want to make sure we get all the words right. So we're gonna sing it though. Let's see.
The phone rings.
In the middle of the night, my father yells, "What you gonna do with your life? Oh, daddy dear, you know you're still number one. But girls, we wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. That's all they really want. Is some fun. Wonder what can make them stop. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun.
I love it.
So come and do some karaoke with us.
Oh, and you got to sing a Whitney. There's a Whitney
Oh,
song.
okay, wait.
We've got to do a Whitney.
We gotta do Whitney
'Cause
song.
she was just like your black Cyndi Lauper.
She was.
Exactly.
She was.
She had all the color and all the vibrant scenes and videos with cute boys and dancing.
Whitney was the best. She
oh my
had
gosh.
so much over the top talent.
I want to dance with
I
somebody.
wanted, yes, that's the one. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody.
With somebody who loves me.
Yes.
That was good, Tay.
We love Whitney.
Yes.
Rest in peace. Definitely.
Yeah, all those greats. Yeah.
I remember I wanted her haircut. I wanted those gloves that she wore. And I want to dance with somebody. The boy. The boy was so cute.
I'm thinking about Karate Kid.
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio. Wax on.
Uh-huh.
Wax off.
And then what was another
Oh,
favorite?
he was my
Back to the
I
Future.
had a
Oh,
big crush on him.
come on.
Michael
How
J.
about the
Fox.
break-in series where breakdancing broke on the scene and there's
Oh.
Boogaloo Shrimp and all these people and you're like, I'm a B-girl.
Salt and Pepper.
Oh, for sure.
What about Run DMC? I mean, they were the ones that like came out
Beastie
like
Boys.
Beast. Oh, I love the Beastie
Come
Boys.
on. New York. Come on.
Beastie Boys. No sleep till
Brooklyn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
Or who's the guys that sung Slam? Let the boys be boys. Slam. Da, 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 da. Make noise, be boys. Slam.
I forgot the name of
Oh
the
my
group.
God. We said listen to it all the time. Heavy D and the Boys. Oh my goodness. The music was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The
Like my-
whole Vanilli scandal.
how
Oh,
about
yeah.
Vanilla Ice?
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
When it was cool to like
rolling with my 5.0 with my hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Hair
Go ahead,
can
Eva.
blow. The girl is
Yes.
on the standby, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No,
I
just kept
walked
on.
by.
I remember I was watching something on TikTok. These young kids, like maybe in their early 20s, and they were like, so they didn't know. I guess I don't know how you don't know who Vanilla Ice is, but they
To this day.
they didn't know who Vanilla Ice was. So they're watching the video and they don't show him yet, so they
Mm-mm.
think he's black.
Of course.
And so when they saw
Yep.
that he was white, they were
Yep.
like, "Oh snap!" They were
It's
like,
like our first Slim Shady.
"Yes, he was.
He
the-
was. He was our first.
yes, he was. He was our Eminem."
It's so interesting because, of course, in my culture, you coming from civil rights and all the things, he was like the first acceptable white boy to say you thought was so hot. Like, oh, he's so fine. Who? Vanilla Ice. And everybody's like, yeah.
And he even had the
cut.
cut.
Yes. The soft Gumby.
Yeah. hmm
Yes, those were the days.
And we used to sit with our record, or not our record player, with our tape player,
Yep.
and stick the tape player in,
Or
and like
cassettes.
you're listening to the radio, and then you got to pause it through the commercial so that you could just get the song.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
my
you're
word,
making-
that was so
You're
funny.
making the cassette tape, and you're coloring the outside and making it all special so that you can mail it off to your best friend.
Yep.
Because this was a special tape, and I have some of those special tapes
So do I.
You still have
to
them?
this day. Yes, I do, and I
Oh,
got
wow.
tape players too, because
Yes.
sometimes you just need to go back.
But we are a very nostalgic generation.
hmm
Yes,
We are. We're a very nostalgic generation. We're the I remember when generation because we're floating in the middle of both. We're at the offset of the 70s and Civil War.
Well, also
and
like
civil
now you
rights.
can do so much with your phone,
Yes.
right? But we were there with the cassette
Yes.
tape. Wait, stop that, and I'm writing down the lyrics. Wait, play it. Okay,
Yes.
write down the lyrics. Okay, and
Yes.
we had to have.
Mhm.
It was very, I don't know,
And
hands
how
on.
about recording your voicemail?
hmm
You had to have the perfect song. You had to have the right script. You had to have the perfect ambiance.
Mm.
The atmosphere people had to feel it, even though they're only listening to your voicemail. Hey, you've reached Tay. Yep, that's Whitney Houston playing in the back. If you know the words, sing along. But you missed me. However, if you leave me a message, I'll be sure to return your call at my earliest convenience. But until then, have an amazing day. Like you
Yeah, and if it
film-
wasn't right, you had to stop it and
Yeah, you did.
re-record a million times because this
And
was
you did.
serious. This was a serious business.
Yeah. and you were committed. You stayed the course.
Well, funny story. Like one day, this was a few years ago, I was reading a story to my son. And in the story, it talks about an answering machine. Do you want to know what he said?
What's an answer?
What's that?
Mhm.
I said, You stop that right now because there's no way. I'm not that old.
Yeah.
An answering machine is like a voicemail, Lucas. You leave a message on it, except it's an actual machine and you record your voice on it. That was so funny. I remember like speaking on the phone, having the long cord.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was like 50 feet.
for sure. Because you needed to leave where your family was and go in the hallway where nobody could hear you.
I remember in the house that we lived in when I was a teenager, we had like, so the phone, like the kitchen. So we had like a really long cord and then we had a basement. So I would go like right where that door was and sit on the stairs and talk on the phone. So my mom, What are you doing? Why can't you talk in front of us? I'm like, could you leave me alone?
See, we had the pantry, and then the phone was to the right of the pantry, and with the long cord, we would go into the pantry and slide the door so it would shut because there was 2 doors on the pantry. So that was our little hideaway so that we could, or you just get all comfortable on the floor because you're going to be on the phone for a while and your bean bag right beside.
Yeah, for hours.
Our phone was stationary. It was positioned in a central location where everybody could hear you. You couldn't move it. You had to sit right there. And so instead of being able to go like,
there wasn't much privacy.
No, you had to whisper everything. So when we would talk about boys, you'd be like, I'm about to talk about boys. Can you hear me? And then your friend would be on the other line like, yeah. It's like, why are you whispering?
Who's in the room?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Fun. Oh my word. I think that's why it's so nostalgic. I think I don't know, it was just like you said, simpler times, a time where we can just it was so carefree. And although there was probably a whole lot going on that maybe we didn't even know about, or maybe we did know about it because our parents remember that commercial. Now this is very iconic. At 10 p.m. there was a commercial that came on that said, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?" And now that I'm thinking about it, because it used to be just a common thing. And I'm like, so there's a lady on she's like known for doing like 80s stuff, like Gen X stuff. And she's like, we had she goes, I'm not making this up. She said, there was a commercial that had to remind our parents that they had kids. And I'm like, and every time it would come on, the first thought I had was, I'm right here.
Yeah.
And most times I was usually, that's when I was older, because before then I was going to bed like around before that, so I didn't see the commercial. But when I got to a point where I was staying up or on the weekends, I'm like, I'm right here. Where would I be? It was always my thought. I remember my dad was an avid bowler, and he would just we would just like play in the bowling alley with other kids without supervision while they were bowling. Now, I'm not saying that was right or wrong, but I'm saying is nothing happened. We were fine.
That was the life.
We were like hide and seek.
We can't talk about that generation without talking about the devastation that same generation experienced. The onset of crack cocaine, the infiltration of drugs in our communities, just Rodney King. Yeah, that's further along, but just the police brutality, the profiling, the things that happened in our generation,
right,
that made us radical. Like, we rallied, we stood up, we were, even as kids, we fought back. I remember we were doing something, and there was this kids' day at the Armory in downtown, and we saw it on television, you saw it on the news, you saw the commercials for it. And I remember the kids in our community, when we would go down to the rec center, everybody was like, you going to the Armory for Kids Day? You going to the Army for Kids Day? But it was our protest. It was us showing up to show our disdain, our disapproval with things. It was just, we were radical. We were kids that had voice. We didn't necessarily despise authority, but we did push back with a lot of respect. It's so interesting now. It's like we weren't anti-authority, but we used our voice, but we did it with the utmost reverence, because we knew no matter where we were, we still had to reflect our parents. And what would your parents say? You better not make me look bad. And so no matter where we went, even when we were in those spaces where we were pushing back, we did it in a way that reflected our family, that honored our parents, that still said, I came from good stock, but I'm showing up. We were rebels. Definitely.
Yes, I would say so. Well, we have about 3 minutes left. So how, kind of like how we ended it last week, how do we bridge the gap, for other generations? Maybe in a minute or so, how can we, for them to understand us better? In a couple of sentences.
We tell our stories.
We tell our stories.
We absolutely tell our stories and share our experiences unapologetically. Because here's the thing I think that we forget so quickly. We are pioneers.
Mm.
We are the foundation. Whatever our kids are now, we are the beginning of that. So we shouldn't apologize about where we've come from, because where we've come from has set the foundation, created the platforms, opened the doors, shined the light on who our kids get to be. You don't get to criticize who I am. Who I am is why you are.
Mm-mm.
And I think we should do that unapologetically.
I love that. Yeah, don't apologize.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I think also we have to share, what we remember about significant events.
Yes.
If somebody's like, who's Malcolm X, who's Martin Luther King, who's Robert F. Kennedy.
Mother Teresa, Gandhi, all those different. Yeah.
And I remember watching, those movies on TV, and just kind of, they might say, who is that? Maybe we need to celebrate Martin Luther King this year, and kind of talk about what he stood for, how far we've come, and
Yes.
how far we need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think we haven't arrived.
Well, and I was just
Yeah,
thinking,
it's a
I was just
journey.
thinking about, what's happening right now politically. And I know we don't like to talk political very much, but I'm just like, where would I have been in the 60s? Would I have been a hippie that would have been like, make love, not war? And why am I not doing that now? So, guys.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. I love
And
it.
sharing our stuff with our kids, like on Netflix, there's all the old school shows. Watch them with your kids. Introduce them to your kids. I think those shows explain so much of who we were, why we were, where we come from.
Full House, Bill Cosby.
227,
Mm-hmm.
the Cosbys, A Different World.
Mm-hmm.
Those things.
Oh, I loved A Different World.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Made me want to go to college.
Mm,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason I knew I could go to college.
Wow.
that is awesome.
Well, ladies, this was a lot of fun. See, we're the fun generation.
Yes, we are.
You made me want to go home and pop out in living color and see what my kids think.
Well,
Oh my gosh. Just put on Raining Men.
well, that's our music, and like we always end this podcast, don't give up. Hold on to Jesus.
Keep looking up.
We'll see you next time.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godly, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No.